All righty, here we go. Well, welcome everyone. My name is Dawn Evans Casey, and I am the leader of Collaborating Connections. We have been around as a professional networking group for the past 6 years, and we are part of the TTR networking, that's To the Rescue networking group that has been active for over 13 years now. TTR networking is special in its own way in that the the rescue is an acronym for some of the tenets that we strongly believe in as professionals. The R is for relationships, which we believe is the cornerstone of good business. E is for education. We take the time not only to talk about ourselves and our business, but to educate each other on, what's special and unique about our business, as well as what types of important things do consumers want to know about what we do. The S is for success strategies, which we absolutely love to share. When we find something that works for us, we don't hoard that knowledge. We are happy to share the wealth and communicate to others because it may just be the thing that somebody else needs to be able to thrive and succeed with. C is for community. And we are all about not only our own success, but making sure that the people, the businesses, the nonprofits and organizations that surround us are healthy and thriving as well. So we love to be contributors of our time, talent, and treasures to other organizations that we resonate with, that we believe in their mission and vision, and make sure that everybody wins. The U is for understanding. And not only do we share, but we listen, and then we take the time to ask some questions to make sure that we have a good understanding. In that vein, we can give warm, robust referrals to each other because we understand each other's businesses well. And the second E is for execution. We talk and meet and talk and share on a weekly basis, but that would mean nothing if we didn't go forward and execute on what we're learning, what we're listening to, what will be good to help grow and spread our business and brands. So that's what the rescue acronym stands for and what TTR networking is really all about. Again, we've got some great visitors with us this week, Rhonda, Macy, and Jay, and I want you all to feel a warm welcome. We'll go through the regular agenda of our meeting, and we'll also look forward to hearing more about you all and what you do shortly. Okay? So we start off our meetings every week acknowledging the wins that have occurred within the past week or so, or since you've last been with us. So even our visitors, please contribute. If you've had a win within your business or your personal life that you'd like to share and like for us to celebrate with you about, please feel free to speak up. So I'll open the floor. Does anybody have any wins that they would like to share?
Well, I'll say something.
Okay, Rhonda.
As a newbie, my wins are kind of small but big to me. Okay. So one of them was today's networking. It was just off the charts for me for a morning, and I almost didn't go. So,
Oh.
So the devil tried to make me stay home, but God said, go, you got stuff to do. So that was a win for me. But beyond that, something that has been a thorn in my side for several months is technology. Now, I've never had problems with computers, laptops, printers, scanners, but all of a sudden, everything that could go wrong literally was going wrong. So it was super frustrating, but I am so happy to say that I've got it all taken care of. Everything works. So
Oh,
that's just huge for me, because those are tools of the business. And when your tools don't work, you don't do much business. So that's my big win. My technology is up and running and it's my friend again.
all right, wonderful, and congratulations with that.
Thank
We
you.
come to rely on technology so much, and literally
Mhm.
when it goes bonkers, we are handicapped. So to be able to get your issues addressed and back in working order is indeed a win. And we celebrate you with that, Rhonda. Thanks for
Thank
sharing.
you. Thank you.
All righty. I think I saw CB. He usually has a win to share. So go ahead, CB. What you got?
Oh, jam-packed week, jam-packed week.
Ooh.
Coming up this weekend, Catherine, the crazy red-haired lady, most of you know, she and I are down in Cincinnati for the Victory of Light Holistic Fair Expo. It's our biggest event of the year. It's pretty much the biggest show in the Midwest. So we're looking forward to that. So things are just crazy right now, getting ready for that. Then the next side of the universe, been listening to a lot of motivational stuff, Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. I don't know if any of you guys have ever listened to him and stuff, but good stuff coming out of there. I've been guided to a handful of other motivational stuff, getting rid of fear, getting rid of changing habits, things like that. So just a really, really good week in terms of motivating myself, getting myself out there, getting going and all that. And then, of course, can't be here without mentioning Nicole. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, beat me
She and
to
I are
it.
working. Yeah.
Beat me last week too.
Yep. She and I are working on a seminar on how to revive your Facebook account. A lot of us will go and look, but we don't always post. And so how do we revive that account? How do we get you ready for 2024 and how to start 2024 running instead of sitting there crawling? And we're looking forward to that. So it's in the works and we'll let you guys know more when we know more. So yay. You rock, Nicole.
Awesome.
Oh, you rock, CB. You rock. Aw.
That sounds like some excellent content to share that a lot of entrepreneurs will need. So thank you all for developing that, and we're going to look forward to seeing it. As well, CB, I want to invite you to not only populate your information in the meeting chat, but if you have any information about that event in Cincinnati that you'd like to share, feel free to post that as well, and we'll publish that on our Collaborating Connections pages. Thank you. All right. Anybody else got any wins they'd like to share with us tonight? Really?
Yeah, this is Robert. How you doing?
Yes. Hey, Robert.
How is it going? I guess it's a win. Last week, I taped a show on Channel 40, Channel Fox 59 that was aired live on that day on Thursday, and then I taped the Mozam Sanders is coming up, so I did some taping there. I'm doing another taping going on December on the 6th will be aired as well. So that's some of the wins I would say there for us for the National Bank side.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. Those are certainly wins. And I tell you all the time, you're welcome to share those on our social media so that more people are able to find out who you are and what you do and the great organization that you work with. So we'll look forward to you sharing more of that. Thanks so much, Robert, and congratulations. All righty. Jay, Jay, please share.
Okay, I think this is kind of a win. So I work with Deanna Moray at Resenergize Sanctuary, and we had a ton of people here from Thursday through actually Monday morning. We had overnights Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 11 people every night except for Sunday was 4, but it was just crazy busy around here. Then Monday I had to teach my class, and then today I had another event I had to go to that was basically all day. So my win is that I made it through. I'm still standing. So
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was good. It was good to have all those people here. There was an event in town, and so they came to our center, and we got to host them. So that was a good win.
That is super awesome. Uh, we're glad that you made it here tonight, Jay, as busy
Yeah.
as you've been, certainly. But we celebrate you and your business and all that great work that you all do. I had the chance to spend some time with Jay and Deanna on this past Friday evening, and I even wrote a post about it on my Facebook today. Just a wonderful experience at the Resenergize Sanctuary. So hopefully Jay will share a little bit more about that when he does his introduction, but I encourage everybody to check it out. Thanks again, Jay. All righty. Anybody else? Any wins? Okay. I just wanted to remind everyone that to populate your information in the meeting chat, your contact information. Let's see. And following this meeting, I will endeavor to get this recording and the contact information out to everyone as soon as possible. I always want to encourage people, schedule those follow-up one-on-one conversations. You know, we only have 60 to 90 minutes on these calls every week, and there is so much more to talk about, to find out about each other and your wonderful businesses. So please schedule those one-on-ones, you know, find out what you have in common, find out how you can help each other. It's very important. Okay. And let's see. Next on the agenda, I usually invite our fearless leader, Jennifer Johnson, Executive Director of TTR, to talk about the happenings in TTR networking in general. But Jennifer is doing a music job tonight and not available to be with us. So I have recruited Nicole Williams.
Yay! Yay! I'm so honored to be filling in Jennifer's spot tonight. I will not be singing. Just kidding. No,
Well,
really, not
darn.
singing. But I do have a win, and I hope it's okay to share, Miss Nancy. Nancy and I get to collaborate on things. Collaborate, get it? Collaborate connections. And a little while ago, Nancy had asked me if I had any experience with Etsy. And I hope it's okay. I will share all the details, but I was like, I've heard of it, but I've never really set anything up. And I'm just honored that we've been working on it. I've been helping her with the description and researching, and it is looking really good. So we don't want to say like the name yet, or until everything is good. But that's a huge win. So thank you,
Oh, that is
Nancy. So thank you.
That is awesome. Now,
yeah,
Nancy's
yes.
over there quiet, like she wouldn't have even mentioned it, but that is awesome. And that's what Collaborating Connections is all about. Not just business referrals, but
Yes.
helping each other
Yep.
as
It's
professionals.
a win-win.
It
I'm like,
most
no, let's figure it out. So it's a lot of fun.
Awesome.
So thank you, Nancy. Okay, so what's going on in TTR? Well,
Mhm.
it sounds like at least one or two of you went to the Visitors Day today at Biz Builders. I'm so excited. I was not able to make it, but Jennifer said that like 17 guests were there. Well, I shouldn't say guests. Some were team group members and some guests. So it's very exciting. So I'm so glad, Rhonda. So you were there, now you're here. You're in person and now you're virtual. So yay. Yeah, so I'm so excited. And it's so much fun because we do that in different different times. Like we've had one here back in October, maybe.
Mhm.
Was it
Yep.
October? So it's a lot of fun. Tomorrow we are so excited because Jay and Deanna are having a huge open house at the Resenergize that Jay is going to tell us about in a little bit. It is on our Facebook page. If you want, my computer's acting kind of weird, but I can try and share it if you want. Just so y'all can see what it looks like. Because we have a little blurb about it. We have a Canva that we put together, but let me see if I'm able to, gosh, this computer. I have a laptop and I have two screens. And just tonight, it's acting funky. But let's see. So if I share this screen.
Okay,
Oh, are you going to pull it up on the
No,
Facebook
no, I
page?
can't. You go ahead. I'm
I
gonna
go ahead.
stop.
Okay, okay. Let's see, where is it? Share screen. Yay. Okay, so we are gonna, oh, gotta pick it and share it. There we go. Okay. If y'all could let me know when you see the screen. Oops. But so we have fun. We make, this is our little Canva. It looks a little off because it's for Eventbrite. So we had to, I don't know, we converted it from the normal one and this happened. But we're very excited if y'all are local or even far away and you want to come by tomorrow. It's called the Re-Zenergize Sanctuary. It's from 6 to 8 p.m. It's an open house. Come on by, see what this amazing healing experience is all about. You'll get to try some delicious mint tea, some really like natural appetizers, and you'll get a tour in the singing bowls. I cannot wait to hear a demo of the singing bowls because I've heard so many wonderful things about that. So we have that. Something else I came across, Miss Dawn, is a family tree notebook that's really cool. Dawn will tell us a little bit about this in a little bit when you share. Let's see, something else I wanted to share. This is really cool. If y'all are in town on Thursday, Miss Nancy Vesley is hosting a Sprouts and microgreens for pets at the Westfield, Washington Township. So real excited about that. She's been doing these once a month for a few months, and this is like really cool, Sprouts and microgreens for pets. So I love it. I'm trying to think, and then of course we got our plane for today. I'm trying to think if there, I don't think, what else did we, ooh, something else I wanted to share with you from Laura Jones. She is a notary, mobile notary. I don't know if I can say that right. Have y'all heard about the Cruisin' Biz Conference? Any of y'all like to cruise? Network? Write it off? Of course, Dawn, of course, Jennifer Johnson, Dawn over there. But this is real exciting. They talk about sailing on November 2nd. Next year, we need to point it out. This is well in advance, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of education, a lot of networking. So we have like more details in here. And I believe TTR Networking is working with Open Doors of Westfield, and one of our community partners is the Eagle Creek Evangelical Friends Church. I love the Friends Church part. They are so sweet. And so we're just collecting canned goods, and we've got Thanksgiving up now. If we have the phone number for Open Doors, or if you want to contact Jennifer or me, we see how we can get the food there. But there's like a list of this also on here. So thank you, Miss Dawn. This is what is happening.
Oh, thank you. And as you can see, Nicole is sharing the TTR Networking Facebook page. That is where a bunch of information is about events that are coming up that we can be a part of. There are opportunities like this that are virtual within TTR Networking, and there are opportunities that are in person. And we want to make sure that we provide our members and visitors with lots of variety of opportunity to engage with other wonderful professionals, learn new things, experience, and give back. So thanks again, Nicole, for sharing all of those tidbits.
Thank you.
I was telling Rhonda, she was the first one to dial in, that amongst Collaborating Connections, there are professionals that really represent a lot of different backgrounds and interests. As entrepreneurs, we are not siloed into some super laser focus on just one thing. We have skills and interests that are even beyond what our entrepreneurial endeavor may be. So I certainly invite everybody to share their whole authentic self here as they're doing their introductions. And we are going to go ahead and start our roundtable introductions. So I'm going to ask our members first, so you get a pretty good idea of what we're saying and sharing, and then follow up with our visitors. Let's see. So I'm going to ask Robert Haley. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, thank you. Robert Haley, Old National Bank. I'm a community development mortgage loan officer here, Old National Bank. Been doing this over 25 years here. Focused mainly on the low to moderate income folks to help folks to become Black and brown folks become homeowners. So I do a lot of education, training, teaching for our community partners, and really our goal is to help. Our goal is really to help to narrow the gap between our homeownership between our Caucasian brothers and sisters and our African American, Hispanic brothers and sisters there itself. So really trying to focus on that group there itself. We have a wonderful program, which is called a home manager program, that helps folks who looking to be a homeowner or thought about being a homeowner and looking to buy a home in Marion County, Indianapolis area, which I have money to assist them, down payment assistance for them. That is grant money for giving that closing down to a 600 credit score, manual underwrite. So definitely, if you're looking to be a homeowner, you're there to help. I do a lot of classes, teach a lot of classes with first-time home buyers to help them to really understand the educational piece, because that's the biggest piece I find why people do not buy a home, at least in that Black and brown community. Lack of education and fear. So we try to dispel the myth and educate them, help them rise up and show them how to get there. Again, Robert Haley with Old National Bank. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Robert.
Mhm.
I want to give the opportunity. Does anyone have any questions or comments for Robert Haley and Old National Bank this evening?
Robert, what were the talks you said you had did recently about?
I was again about first-time home buyers, really teaching, talking to the community about how that if you are working and you've been a job 2 years and you're renting, why? Let me show you how to get there, how show you how to invest in yourself, create some housing wealth for yourself there itself. So really trying to get people there. So on the first day, I had 3 calls right away after I got there. So it was good. So that was good. And a few more calls coming in. But it's really just trying to help folks become there and show them that that you can get there. It doesn't require 20% down, 3% down, and my money will cover most of your down payment and your closing costs. Depends where you are. So really, you're out of pocket maybe only $500, but that's about it. But you really everything else I cover. So main things there. Showing them how to get there.
I just wanted to say really quick, Robert, I have a few people that need your number.
Yeah, I put my number in my phone number, all my information in the chat. 317-201-4602 is my cell. 317-201-4602 is my cell. My office is 317-510-0720. Again, 317-510-0720 is my office. But
Wonderful. Thank you
you're more
for
than
doing
welcome.
what you do.
Oh, yeah. Enjoy.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Robert. I did send you a referral today on our TTR Networking, our new website. So
I got that.
okay,
I got
super
that.
awesome.
We're gonna give
Thank
them a
you.
call. Okay.
Good.
Mhm.
All righty. Next, I would like to invite Nicole Williams. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I am. Thank you. I am Nicole Williams, and I am a social media coordinator, crafter, and also a blogger. I love to help people. I share their ideas, their vision with me, and I kind of help put it into words, and words that are engaging and to their ideal client, their ideal audience. I help them create Canvas. We use Canvas. I don't know if some of y'all heard Canvas. I love Canva, where we take ideas and pictures and just make them pop, pizzazz. So I love to do that. I also teach, well, it's not really a teach, it's a workshop that started back in 2020 called Start Your Week. And it was created back in 2020, just, during COVID, when we all just busy ladies needed a little space to kind of get together. I experienced a meditation where someone read a meditation in one of my meeting groups, one of my networking groups online. And I thought we were all just like, I don't know, spellbound. We were all like with the breathing, the in and the out. So I started doing that, and I did it for a year, took a year off. Well, now we're back. On Sunday nights is free. It's 30 minutes. It's in my Linktree, / Nicole WILL.IAMS, which is neat because Nicole Williams, there's plenty of Nicole Williams out there. So I had to play around with it. And I love the .IAMS because one thing that we do is I am statements. So I don't know if any of y'all believe in like that law of attraction, reciprocity, where you get that vision out there and you start, I am enough, I am successful, all that good stuff. So I'm probably jabbering on, but it is free. We have plenty of online space. So if you're interested, let me know, or you can on my Linktree. You're more than welcome. It's just 30 minutes and it's very informal and just fun. So thank you.
Oh, thank you so much, Nicole.
You're
And
welcome.
I will co-sign on that. So much fun with her.
Thank
Start
you.
Your Week. I loved participating before, and I'm so glad you brought it back, because even if I can't be there for the live
We miss
recording,
you.
I
Yes.
get to catch up on it later, and
Get
it
the
just gives me an
replay.
opportunity to be grounded, to peacefully catch up with myself and prepare for the chaos of the coming week. So thanks again for that,
Oh,
Nicole.
you're
Much
welcome.
appreciated.
Thank you.
Does anyone have any questions or comments for Nicole Williams?
I will comment on Nicole helping me with my Etsy store. My Etsy store has been out there half done for months. And then I asked her, hey, have you ever done it? And she's just, we're getting it done. We're going to get this done now to get up there and moving. But if you ever have a project and it just gets stalled there, or, different things come up, check with Nicole. She will push you
Aw,
through to
sweet.
completion.
Aw, thank you.
I'm gonna stair step on that about the power of collaboration.
Right.
We're all out here, entrepreneurs, trudging along and making our businesses work. But man, when you get together with the right people who are willing to help and have a skill set and a knowledge base that really enhances, a project will take off. And as Nancy said, it is gonna get done. So awesome. Awesome.
Thank
I am
you.
so happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we will just go ahead and move on. Nancy, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, I'm Nancy Vesley, IHC Specialty Benefits. I help people with health insurance, both the under 65 market and then the Medicare people, because we're right in the middle of Medicare season this year. So your phones are going off the hook, your mailbox is full of stuff. So if you ever have anybody that's on Medicare, please send them to me. They have to call me. I'm not allowed to just, if I know someone and they're of Medicare age, I can't call them up and talk to them. They have to approach me on the subject. One of the ways you have to protect your license, because if they catch you doing that, going up to people on Medicare and just, hey, what are you doing with your Medicare? They can fine you and investigate you for your license, and you could lose your license, I would think, at some point if you do it a lot. Under 65 marketplace is now open between now and I think December 15th for Obamacare Marketplace for people looking for insurance on their own, and small business people, if they don't have a spouse working, need their own insurance, and we can help you find a plan that would fit your budget. Nancy Vesley with IHC.
Super awesome. I know that you are terribly busy right now, Nancy, but I appreciate, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Nancy for all the training and updates she stays involved with and on top of the knowledge base that's necessary to be helpful to her health insurance clients. And you can tell she's dedicated. She doesn't want to lose her license. She doesn't want to jeopardize her reputation. But if you know somebody who needs this information, and there's a lot of change going on with individuals and their health insurance, please direct them to, give them Nancy's number and encourage them to call. A lot of people get complacent and procrastinate, but health insurance is something that is necessary and needs to get taken care of. So thanks again, Nancy, for all that you do in that realm. Do we have any questions or comments for Nancy Vesley this evening? Rhonda's got something, but she's muted.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I had to remember to take the mute off. So Nancy, so you deal only with people 65 and older?
No, I
Or-
deal with under 65, the Marketplace, and then I have a couple other short-term companies.
Okay.
that-
So if a person is already on Medicare, you could still help them, maybe go over their policy, show them where they're missing out on some benefits, or
we
Am I
could look at
missing-
their, I've had two people now that have been on the same policy since they retired. They're both 80s. And if they look at what's out there, there's lower plans that they can get on that would be lower cost for them.
uh-huh.
So I did that twice recently, and it's like eye-opening, because if
Okay.
people just say, oh, it works, I'm just stay on it. And if they're on supplements go up every year.
Mm,
And if you don't change, they just keep adding to that number.
mhm.
And then if you review it and see what else is out there, chances are you can save money going there. But yeah, under 65 also.
Well, I'll be chatting with you.
Okay, thank you.
I'm so glad to be on this call. I don't know what to do. Serious.
Exactly. And Nancy, just to be clear, so individuals who have been on Medicare for years and years, and there's no obligation, but in most cases, there is opportunity in doing a review and finding something with additional benefits and perhaps lower cost as well.
Or you're just seeing if you're on the best plan. A lot of times I meet with people, we discuss it, we look where they are, and hey, you're on a good plan where you are. And if you're comfortable, just stay where you are. No cost to you, no. So it's good to know that you're in a good spot. You're where you should be.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Nancy.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Hey, CB New York. Are you there?
I'm here.
Are you ready to introduce yourself?
I am multitasking across the place. I'm working on dinner. I'm working on just 17 different things, and
You are magical. Do your
Yes.
thing, CB.
I gotta get it put together for the show. So anyway, hello everybody. CB Bjork, Ascension Photo, or Ascension Imaging Studio. We do headshots, branding, marketing, portraits, seniors, and real estate. I'm an FAA licensed drone pilot. So I'm licensed to do this professionally for basically for money. Those who do not have the FAA license technically are not supposed to be doing that. So I can do real estate with that as well. Now is the time to prepare your marketing for 2024. Hit the ground running. That's the best thing to do in January. Don't be sitting there going like, oh, I should be doing this, or I should be doing that. Too late. So now's the time to start getting everything out there, get it planned. We can put together a really good campaign for you. Everything on social media is driven by images. So having images out there where people can see you, see what you do, They'll feel comfortable with you. They'll be ready to work with you. And obviously, Nicole and my course will help you get that going as well. So look me up, look Nicole up, and we're happy to help and get you going there. So thank you very much. Anybody have questions?
You took the words out of my mouth.
and at the same time, I'm a psychic medium and author, and my information's down in the box. And so, yeah, I kind of know what you're anyway. So Catherine and I, like I said, have the show down in Sharonville. It's on the northwest side of Cincinnati. If you take 74 down, 275 over the north, and go to 75 and go down one exit, make two rights and come up about a mile, you'll see the convention center on the left. And she and I'll be working all weekend. Catherine has a talk on Saturday. I believe it's at noon. And I have one at 1. She's obviously working with animals because that's what she loves to do. I, on the other hand, will be talking about development and all of that. So if you feel inclined, come down, check us out. It's going to be a fantastic show. It's really one of the last ones of the year here in the Midwest. So come check us out.
Awesome.
Put that information in the chat.
Yeah, both of them are over in the chat.
Good.
So it's really just a matter of what I can help you with. I like to say I'm a creative. Everything I do basically exists around seeing. I see light as a photographer. So it's putting together a comprehensive look, using the right lighting, using the right imaging, the right, depending upon what you're looking for, colors, backgrounds, props, etc., to really make you pop. And on the other side as well, it's looking forward, looking backward, and doing the things you need that helps you. So that's what we're here for.
Super awesome. Thanks so much, CB.
Always happy to help. Anybody?
Any
Yeah, I was
other
gonna-
questions?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was
Jay,
just sorry, go ahead.
You're good, Jay.
Okay. Oh, do you do any video?
No, I don't do video.
Okay, just photography.
No, I'm strictly stills. I think, was there somebody who was doing video that is part of TTR, Dawn?
Well, I know that Jay and Deanna have worked with Robert. Gosh, I can't think of his last name.
Dokes.
Begins with G, Doris or Dor.
Dokes. Sorry.
I would have to check with Jennifer
Dor.
to find out.
It's Robert Dokes.
Robert Dokes, that's it. Exactly. Thank you so much.
I was particularly looking for drone video.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm.
If you're familiar with anybody else who might be in that realm, CB,
I mean,
please-
I didn't have a specific project, but it's always good to know people that do stuff.
Yeah.
No, definitely understand. So nope. I just all the stuff I do is generally stills because I don't have the ability to all the program and everything to do the editing and stuff. So I've had a camera in my hand for over 50 years. So needless to say, that's really where I'm strongest. So go where I'm strongest.
Wonderful.
Can I get the information for your wife?
Yep.
How to contact her?
Yep. I will send you a message to the chat, Deanna, so you have that. And I'll get you her contact information, everything, her website and all of that too. So
Okay, so go to the chat.
yeah.
Okay. I don't always, sometimes I'm still stumbling around trying to find things.
Down at the bottom of the screen, there's the more, and that's where you get the chat. And then I'll just go ahead and tag it to you, unless I can make it public for everybody if you want.
Okay, yeah, if
I'll
you
just make it public for everybody.
Yeah,
I would like
and that
to-
way I automatically send the whole chat out to the group following the meeting. So either way, Deanna will be sure to get it.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to get her information. I think I need to have a fair check on what the cost is to have a pet session and go from there.
Yep, not a problem. All she needs is a picture of your pet, can be past or present, so she can work with them on either way. So it just depends upon what you're needing and wanting to do.
Good,
So Not a problem there, but I'll get that information on the chat for you and you'll have that as well. So thank
Okay.
you. Any other questions?
I have a comment, but I hope it's okay because we're talking about the animals. I have to brag on Catherine. Catherine has helped find a lost cat. She has talked to one of my cats when she was really sick, and it's just amazing. It's just, I just got goosebumps, and I'm just so thankful. So the stories are just amazing. So I'm sorry, I had to say that. Sorry, CB.
That's okay.
And we love you too, CB, but I had to brag on Catherine. I had to. I'm
No,
sorry.
no, please, please. She's the better half. So, you know, just go from there.
Thank you.
So wonderful. Thank you so much, CB.
Yep. Happy to help. So just let me know. Thanks,
Will do.
everybody. I'm going to go back to dinner. So,
Okay,
but I'll be here. I'll be here. I'm listening. I'm working. I'm doing all that. So
good, good. Okay, let's see. Next, I am going to invite Deanna. Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business? Oh, you gotta unmute.
Here. Sorry about that. I got myself all I try to do the polite thing and turn off all the extra noise so we can all hear the person who's speaking. You know how they give away the years ago, maybe never mind. They used to have a talking baton. They give it to people so that only the people who are talking only the people with the baton get to talk.
Well,
So,
it is you now.
all right.
Deanna.
What I'm doing, my name is Deanna, and what we have is Resenergized Sanctuary, which is a wellness center that has some pretty amazing equipment like you've never seen. It's scalar wave equipment, which was discovered by Nikola Tesla. So it is not new age. If anything, it's old stuff. So, but we just have never had the equipment before now. Even though we had the technology and people, he knew about it, we didn't have the equipment until now. The equipment is pretty profound in how it affects the body and triggers the body to heal in all the kinds of new ways like you've never seen before. And tomorrow we're expecting to have an open house from 6 to 8. And I would like to just celebrate that, like a win, I know we have a win, right? I didn't have a chance to apologize. We had a client who's sort of in an emergency situation. So I gave her extra off the clock time to try to help her out. But my win is that we had people come this weekend. I think we had more than 30 people come over 4 nights to the sanctuary and stay for all overnights. So it was hectic as can be, but it was really a super wonderful experience to get to help and support and love so many people. It was really, really cool. So that's my win. And what other things should I be sharing with people? Dawn, can you think of anything else I should be telling them about? I have events. I have events. Every other week, we have a free session for veterans. If you know somebody who's a veteran, please send them our way. Get them to register on the events page of resenergize.com. And for those of you who struggle with it, it is re-energize with a Z right there in the middle, because we're going to give you some Zen to go with it. Right? So it's just re-energize. Just add that little Z right there, re-zen-ergize. So, and so we have veterans events, and we also have especially cool, super cool coming up this Saturday is a co-ed overnight. So anybody who wants to come can come for a 12-hour session for only $195, which is so cool because it's like less than $20 an hour for a $60 an hour. Like it's normally about $60 an hour for the time in the sanctuary. And it's really profound. It really is. So that is coming up this weekend. And if you have never had an opportunity to stay overnight, I highly recommend you give it a try, because when your body is resting and it's having the support of this equipment, it really does a lot for your body to help regenerate while you're resting. Because when your nervous system is turned down and quiet and you're resting and sleeping, that's when your body can go do all of the repairs for all kinds of things. And Dawn has come for one of our overnights, so I hope you don't mind me sharing that.
I don't mind at all.
Okay,
It was
and so you
absolutely
should
fabulous.
definitely. It really is like, it just has all kinds of cool things happen. So that gives you a little bit of an idea. Please check out our website and look at any of the events coming up. We did just have 2 cool events in the last couple of weeks. An energy psychologist came and taught us how to do tapping to help with grief, especially at the holidays. And we had a guy come who does Chinese energy medicine and feng shui, and he was very good. It was very good stuff. Did you like that? Like, it was cool,
I
right?
loved it. Yes. And I connected with him today via email where I'm going to do a follow-up with him. So I just love all of the various modalities that you guys incorporate into your wellness environment. And for anybody who is looking for something maybe a little bit different where traditional medicine has not worked for them, this is just a wonderful way to treat your body, your mind, your spirit, and re-energize. So I'll leave it at that. But anybody who can make it to the open house tomorrow night, which is a free event, and you get the opportunity to experience it, tour it, see it, and
Ask any questions you like, kind of really get an experience for how, what it looks like, what it feels like, what you do. Because really, it's just so strange that you just go in there and sit down and rest.
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of a weird thing? It's like, but it works. That's all I can say. And the reason that I do this, for those of you that don't know, the reason that I do this is because I've had complex post-traumatic stress for over 30 years. And this was the first thing that made such a leap, a quantum leap of difference in helping me overcome and recover. And really, there's very little other in modalities that I've ever tried that have helped me so significantly. And I really believe that anybody who's suffering that much, I really believe in trying to help find a way that people don't suffer so much. That's my whole mission. I tell people, this is my little blurb. People who are in pain can be harder to love because they're in pain and they're grouchy and they're difficult, and people who are in pain don't have as much love to give, nor are they as gentle as they could be because they're in pain. So relieving suffering is the best way to create more love in our community.
Good. Thanks so much, Deanna. Do we have any questions or comments for Deanna this evening?
I have a question. I have nothing but questions. Seems like. So I apologize, but
No apology needed.
Bring them on.
Deanna, is it Deanna? Am I
Deanna?
saying that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so your facility, your program, does it address physical pain as well as mental pain? 'Cause I think that's a thing, right? So yes, on both ends, or is it just the mind, the mindset?
We have had, so what I have to always say, just because it's the thing that I have to say for legal reasons, we do not claim to diagnose, treat, or cure anything. However, we have seen a great deal of people recover from physical pain, from mental pain, emotional pain. We've even had people come here and talk about how they're spiritually connecting better and faster and easier in their meditation and stuff like that. So it's so much more than just, feel better in your mind and soul. I will tell you that if you look at heal.me, HEAL.me, and you put in Deanna Moray, or you put in Rezenergize, either one of those things, you will find.
I reschedule so much.
Oh, okay. You will find that there are over 50 reviews in there. from people who have
Okay.
come here, and that'll give you some ideas. It also, Heal.me is also a great place because they have ways that the customers can tag me for what they have felt their condition was that it helped. Right. So I can't say that it helped your condition, but you can
Uh-huh.
go on there and say it helped with my fibromyalgia. I helped with my, neuropathy or whatever. So they can say that. So they tag my business as the condition that they felt it helped. So then I'm
Okay.
not breaking any rules. So it's kind of
Right.
cool. But there's
Right.
55-star reviews.
Okay.
So that's not
And
bad.
and tomorrow's open house, we'll be able to, well, I don't know how much of an experience we'll get, but we'll be able to at least see it all and
See it all, hear it all, understand it, ask questions, kind of just, get to experience it just a little bit. And here's the thing I'll say, just make sure you go to Eventbrite so that you get registered, because you need a follow-up email that gives you the detailed directions. Google has a
Okay.
tendency to send everybody to the wrong neighborhood.
Okay.
So you need to
Thanks
follow
for
the
sharing
directions
that.
that come in the email instead.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
bring anybody you can think of, bring them with you, bring friends. We're going to have some snacks and a lot of really cool little demonstrations. We might even show some wine magic.
Oh.
Cool.
Well, you had me at wine.
If you would like to see how we can change wine with scalar energy, then come to the open house, and we'll give some little tiny samples away where you can just be like, how's it? And we'll see if you notice. Ooh, maybe we'll even do a little video and have you catch your expression and your reaction when you do it.
Okay. I'm going to register. I've got it over here. I don't know why I hadn't done it yet, but
Good, good.
this sounds very interesting.
I'm pretty sure that Jennifer said that she shared information about tomorrow's
did.
house at the meeting this morning with this
She
building.
did.
So, good,
Mhm.
good. All righty. Thanks again, Deanna. Let me see. I want to ask, Macy has been so quiet and patient. I want to ask Macy, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
If I can figure the mute out, yes. Okay. So my name is Macy Meyer. I am a financial representative with Western and Southern Life. So that just means any financial questions. It's an old company. They do a lot. They have a lot of partners. I can do life insurance. I work with younger families trying to figure out their budget and plan for college savings and retirement at the same time, and what that looks like on the paycheck. I work with people that are getting ready to retire, that want to know about the benefits and stuff available to them. When's the best time to take Social Security, Medicare options. And then kind of in the sandwich between those two is the people that are in their 50s that are taking care of their parents that are in their 80s and having to take care of their adult children at the same time, and what that looks like for their own financial and physical health. And then so I like what I do because I get to kind of tailor things to each person. It's not like a blanket, oh, you need to invest in IRAs, or oh, you have to max out your 401k. I get to kind of review people's goals and where they want to be and where they are now, and finding the best way to bridge that gap.
Okay. Super awesome. So I'm sorry, I want to ask you, Macy, as a financial representative with Western and Southern Life, do you have geographic boundaries as far as what clientele you can serve, where they're located?
No, it's a state thing. Right now, I'm only registered in Indiana. I put in paperwork for Michigan. I know some people there. It's just, yeah, you just have to ask permission because financial industry is heavily regulated. So that's good. That nobody should be taken advantage of, but you have to go through the states.
Okay, great.
But I can work anywhere.
And do you have kind of an interview profile process that you go through with your potential clients to find out exactly what they're
Yeah.
looking for, what they need in order to base your recommendations on?
Yeah, you should like it. Western and Southern calls it collaborative discovery.
I like
Yeah, everything is free until you sign if you want a policy. Like I would go in and meet with people and kind of go over their goals and look at the budget if that's an issue that they have. A lot of people, budgeting and finance isn't something that people are born with the knowledge to do. You have to learn it. So it just gets overlooked sometimes. People think that they know what they're doing and then they get themselves in a spot that's not the best. And they're like, well, I just did what my parents did. It's like, well, you're in a different situation and a different age than maybe they were. So it's not, blanket advice isn't usually the best.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Does anyone else have any questions or comments for Macy this evening? Looks like Rhonda does.
Hey, it's me
Be
again.
surprised if not. Hi, Rhonda.
I have a peer in Pennsylvania,
Okay.
and just yesterday morning, she called me and asked what did I think she should where she should put her money, what she should invest in, and that kind of thing. And I told her, look, I am not an attorney, I am not a tax accountant, I'm not any of those things. So I'm not the right person to ask. I can only say what I did before I retired,
Yeah.
So my question, which you really kind of already answered, was what Dawn asked, could you work in other states? So could you advise somebody in Pennsylvania what to
Yes.
do?
With the right paperwork.
Okay. Okay. Well, I may have a referral for you.
Wonderful. So if I'm just to follow up, and because you're visiting tonight, I want to confirm. So good referrals for you, Macy, would be young families that are just starting out, looking to make decisions, where to put their money, how to make the best of their financial situation. Individuals who are in retirement, approaching or in retirement, trying to manage their portfolios and their budgets at that time of their life, and even the sandwich generation who may be caregivers to elderly or experiencing life changes. So practically anybody.
Yeah,
Anybody. Okay.
when I worked at the hospital with Casey, I was doing my bachelor's in accounting. So I know a lot about budgeting. That's kind of my, I don't know if passion's the right word, but I really enjoy the accounting side of like the figuring everything out. I chose not to do accounting because, not that accountants don't help people, but I wasn't getting like, I didn't feel like I was making as big of a difference in accounting than you do in personal finance. Like in the hospital, like you could tell when you were helping somebody. So accounting, their work is important, but it's not, you don't always connect with the people. So I like to be able to see people and help them.
Yeah. That's really a common thread through a lot of the Collaborating Connections professionals is, bottom line is they really just want to help, utilizing their skill sets and knowledge base to provide benefit to others. So it's not as much on the selling side, buy my product or my service, but how can I help? And that's great to hear. Thank you so much, Macy.
Yeah.
Let's see. Rhonda? It's your time.
It's my turn now.
Are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
I think so. Well, as Ms. Dawn said, my name is Rhonda Cassell. I am a mobile notary public here in the state of Indiana, and I am also a loan signing agent. So between the two, my target audiences are pretty much everybody. And I say that because I really do believe that every family, every household, every entrepreneur, every person should have a notary in your circle. Because in performing general notary work, I mean, that's any and everything from estate plannings to medical directives. Now, I don't do those things, but once your attorney or whomever gets that paperwork prepared for you, you have to have it notarized. That's where I come into play. And because I'm mobile, I come to you. So it doesn't matter the location or the time. Because I'm like you said earlier, I like helping people. And so what I do is really very gratifying. Okay, because most people don't realize they need a notary until they need a notary. You know what I mean? So to have one in your circle already who's just a phone call away, that's where I come in. And again, that also includes real estate transactions. So for those individuals that work third shift and they can only do the closing at, right before they go to work, and the loan officer or the title agent or the realtor, well, not really the realtor, but the other two, they're not coming to do that closing. That's where I would come into play. So that's what I do. That's mostly who I am. And I'm a ball of fun on top of that. And I'm really glad to be here.
Thank you.
That's it for me. Super
Thank
simple.
you so much for sharing.
I want to say that you're absolutely correct. And I'm glad that you do that. We were in Tennessee with my sister only a couple months ago, and she went into the hospital for not being able to breathe and found out they were going to be doing open heart surgery.
Oh, wow.
And so getting a notary that would come to the hospital so that we could have a signature verified on directives. And we put together, she didn't have a will, but we had to put together a very quick representation of, my brother would manage her finances. She gave him all of her financial information, banks and passwords and all that. What would happen with her house and stuff like that. And what would happen for her daughter. We put all that onto paperwork and then got the notary to come to the hospital only an hour before the surgery. She was leaving for surgery.
See, that's
that
important.
paperwork so that it was valid.
Yes.
If anything happened to her while she was under the knife, we had to have something that ordered somebody to be the executor, etc. And that was a last minute expectation a last minute need, because we had no way to expect that at 47, she would be going into the hospital for not being able to breathe and have open heart surgery.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. You never know that
You never
need
know
one
when you need
until
it. You're absolutely right. So
So in that emergency contact list that people put on their refrigerator or have on their.
make sure and put Rhonda in.
That's
Put
right.
right
That's right.
Fire, police, mobile notary.
Yes, that's absolutely right. Thank you for both of those plugs.
All right.
yes.
Do we have any other questions or comments for Rhonda? Yes, Nicole. You have to unmute.
I don't know what's wrong with the mouse. I might just need to shut it down.
Start over.
Shut it down. Did you say Indiana? Do you do any other states, or solely Indiana?
I am only commissioned in the state of Indiana.
Which
So
makes sense.
I
There
can
are
be here.
laws. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The laws are super specific about what we can and can't do.
Yeah.
And I will be I'll just go ahead and say that not every notary knows what they're doing. Okay. You really have to know the notary state laws. I've heard of things that people have done completely blows my mind.
Wow.
And when a notary notarizes a document without following protocol, that could make that entire document null and void.
I was gonna say, when you're talking about laws, and if they do something, then wow.
Yeah. So I've heard a lot of horror stories of individuals, even attorneys, in fact. Of course, I can't say any names, but just to share a few stories where, because they know what they know, and figure that they can do whatever they want to do because they know the law.
Yeah.
I've witnessed attorneys telling their notaries things to do that is against the law, that could cause that person to lose their commission and be fined and sued. Not the attorney, because they're not the ones that have the commission.
Yeah.
So yeah, just like in the state of Indiana, a notary or anyone can't transact on a real estate, a mortgage transaction, unless they are one, have their notary public, but you also have to have in the state of Indiana a TPL, a title producer's license. And I've heard stories of notaries going out doing those kind of transactions without having their TPL.
Yikes.
Everything they did is null and void.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's good to have
Okay.
a good notary, a wise notary,
Well,
somebody
thank
that
you.
knows the law.
No, thank you for
Wow.
that bit of education.
That's
Part of our rescue acronym. Thank you.
hey, yeah.
All right. If there are no other questions for Rhonda, I want to invite Jay. You are not last in any respect, but we certainly want to hear from you. So Jay, are you ready to introduce yourself and your business?
Yeah, can you?
There we go.
Okay, sorry, Deanna. We have to. Okay, so Deanna and I are sitting across from each other, so we got to worry about the echo. Do you turn your volume off too? Okay, so whatever.
I think you're good now, Jay.
Okay, there we go. So if you look at my little thing I put in there, so I do a lot of different things, but my main business is I'm a graphic designer and marketing consultant. So the name of my business is Angry Ape Creative. I do a lot of branding and website design. That's probably the top two things I do, but I also do a little bit of SEO, photography, a little bit of video, social media marketing, print design. I resell printing. So I try to be a one-stop shop for my clients, so they can come to me, and if they need something done, I can get a sign produced. So I can design it, make sure the files are correct, send it to the sign company, and get it done. Need a website, I build the website, I host the website, and make sure that they're paying for their domain names, setting up their email, all those things, so that they just have one person to contact. And so I work with people like Nicole, where I don't write blogs, but I'd hire somebody like Nicole to write the blogs for them. And I work on the SEO with them, figuring out what keywords they want to be found for and what the best keywords are. And then I would communicate that to Nicole. She would write the blog. What else? So that's my main job. But I also teach at Ivy Tech. So I teach graphic design. So right now I'm on Monday nights and Wednesday nights from 5:30 to 9:30. So I will be here in the house of when you come for the open house, but I will not be down here unless I take a break. I might come down for like 5 minutes in the middle of class. So, and then I also I have on my listing, I have Be Do Live Wellness. That's my company that kind of is my wellness holding company I sell a thing called Beamer. It's a low intensity pulse electromagnetic frequency device that increases blood flow in the body. So you can use it for as little as 8 minutes twice a day and increase your blood flow up to 30%. So for 8 minutes a day, it lasts from 14 to 16 hours. So if you do it twice a day, you've got yourself covered. So you do once in the morning, once in the evening. You could do longer sessions, but blood flow is really important for delivering the nutrients and oxygen to the cells, but also pulling away the toxins and inflammation and those type of things. And so our heart is actually, like in grade school, we're taught our heart pumps the blood through the body, but your heart's not actually strong enough to pump it through all the micro capillaries. So you have these little muscles in your venules and arterioles that pump and squeeze. And so that's how the blood moves to the individual cells. And BEMER replicates that, it's a patented signal that replicates that causes the muscles to pulse. And so they say about after the age of 15, that starts to decline in everybody. So it's important if you have, you don't have good circulation, if your fingers or feet get cold, this helps with that. There's a lot of things. It's like a lot of the alternative medical things. You can't say specific diseases or things that it helps, but think of all the things that can happen when you increase the circulation. You're delivering more of the nutrients and energy to the cells and pulling away the toxins. So it's good for people who are injured or sick, but it's also good for people like athletes. It helps you recover faster. So one of the people that we met over the weekend, so I work with Deanna in the sanctuary. So we have these in Resenergize Sanctuary. And so I haven't talked to Deanna yet, but I'm thinking we will have them available for people to try out. But one of the people I want to talk to he came this weekend, but he's a big weightlifter. And so I think it would benefit him for recovery after he's, done a heavy workout. Afterwards, it helps reduce the amount of lactic acid and stuff in his body. But it's good if you have, say you sprain your ankle or something, you can wrap an ankle and it probably cuts down on recovery time. That's all I got to say about BEMER. And I do a thing called Juice Plus. And so Juice Plus is a nutrient. So they take fruits and vegetables, organic fruits and vegetables, they flash freeze them, crush them up and put them into the capsules or gummies. So it's about getting the proper nutrition to your body. So it's not a supplement, it's actually real food that you take every day that helps you improve your diet, because none of us get enough fruits and vegetables. And the fruits and vegetables we eat, our soil is so depleted that it doesn't have the nutrients that we need. So this is how to enhance that. So that's what I do with the Be Do Live Well. And we do all the stuff through Resenergize. But today I was at a conference for BEMER. They just came out with a new version of the BEMER in, I think it was July. And so they talked a lot about that. It's got some really interesting new features that make it, the signal is just the same as on the old one, but this new BEMER is a little more powerful and has some extra features. It has a light device. It's kind of separate, but they were going into that aspect where it can help reduce acne, fine lines and wrinkles. This little light device that you kind of rub on your face or wherever you are. And so it's pretty interesting stuff. So I'm excited to be able to get one of the new versions. We have the older versions that work really well, but I'm just excited to try one of these new versions. And so that's what they're shipping to people that they don't sell the old version anymore. They just sell the new version. So I was getting some training and learning about the new thing. So that's part of the stuff I do. Yep.
So Jay, you are visiting with us tonight, but you obviously are representing exactly what I said at the top of the meeting, an individual that has various interests, lots of skill sets and great offerings for your clientele. and I think that that's absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for sharing all of that with us this evening.
I will tell you that I will share with you that I use the Beamer. Jay actually connected me with the guy that introduced it to him. And the very first time that I used the Beamer, my knee was all swollen up like a soccer ball. And it was going to ruin my vacation because I wasn't going to be able to do any of the things, and I got the Beamer and borrowed it. And then I just turned around and got one right away because it made such a huge difference. And it's starting to help rebuild or at least maintain my knee so that I have not needed knee surgery. And I'm still using it. I'm still sitting cross-legged when I do my meditations. I still can do all the things mostly. So it's made a huge difference in my flexibility and my being able to maintain, not becoming so decrepit.
Super awesome. I love it. Do we have any other questions or comments for Jay? Well, Jay, I want to tell you, I will probably be reaching out to you. I think it was about the branding, I was trying to take some notes here while you were talking, and some of your social media marketing. I just want to pick your brain because I've got some new ideas for my Cheerful Chocolate Spirit. I want to create some different designs for the logos, logo wear, and we'll chat soon. All righty. So
I also, not that I need more things on my plate, but I also have another kind of side thing called Drink and Dish Local that promotes locally owned food, like food and beverages. So it could be local restaurants, local distilleries, local breweries, that type of thing that I'm planning to kind of relaunch. And Jennifer and I talked a little about that. And so I don't want to make any announcements, but we've been talking a little bit about that and maybe bringing something to TTR with that.
Oh, fabulous.
So
cool.
Wow, I can't.
Thanks
Sorry.
again. No problem at all. Okay. Before I do my introductions, I do want to give shout outs to our members who aren't here on the call tonight, just to give you an idea of who they are and what they do. First, we have our global TTR networking sponsor, Robert Bonjour, who is the owner and operator of a family business called Offset Printing. And they are located here in Indiana. They do everything printing, whether it's copies or book printing, brochures, a little bit of everything. And they've been in business for years. If they can't handle your printing project, they are affiliated with many others who they might be able to recommend, but they are absolutely fantastic. And that's Robert Bonjour with Offset Printing. I also mentioned Jennifer Johnson, who is the TTR Networking Executive Director. Her business, or one of her businesses, is Make Your Own Kind of Music, which is what she's off doing tonight, and I'm not available to be with us. She's off making her own music. She's a wonderful singer and performer, and she loves the opportunity to share her voice with others. She is also a relationship coach where she works with individuals, helping business owners stay top of mind to their clients, helping coach how to have wonderful relationships with your clients, your partners, your business partners, and so forth. So she and I and Nicole and Nancy, all affiliated with Promptings and Send Out Cards. And I just want to share that it is an awesome resource to utilize in your business to be able to show gratitude, communicate effectively, and stay connected. So anybody who's interested, just talk to any of us. As well, we have Carol Blackman with eXp Realty. here in Indianapolis. In fact, she's not on the call tonight, and she's not in Indianapolis. She is licensed in Indiana and in Florida. And so she is in Florida for the cold season, doing her business there, but she has the flexibility to be able to come back and forth and help individuals who are either buying or selling homes do that magic in either Indiana or Florida. So if you know of anybody who needs realtor broker assistance, Carol Blackman is your gal. And we spoke briefly about Catherine Barajas Bjork, CB's wife, who is the crazy red-haired lady. She has her website, and she does Reiki, and she's the pet whisperer. And you heard Nicole say we've got nothing but great things to say about Catherine. So she's not with us this evening, but you can often, I think CB did put her contact information into the meeting chat. So if you're interested, and please reach out to Catherine. Let me see. Did I cover everybody? All of the other collaborators? Did I miss anybody? Okay. All right. And last but not least, myself, Dawn Evans Casey. I mentioned I have been the leader of Collaborating Connections for the past 6 years. And before that, I was a member of 3 other TTR networking groups, because my business is travel, and I can do it for absolutely anyone, anywhere. I was involved with a group in Carmel, a group in Broad Ripple, and a group on the South Side. And then I had the nerve to complain to Jennifer that there was no group on the east side of Indianapolis where I lived. And of course, you know, you never complain without offering a solution. So bam, I became the leader of the east side group, Collaborating Connections. I brought all of the best practices from the groups that I was previously a part of, and we have been rocking and rolling since then for the past 6 years. We were meeting in person on the east side of Indy, but COVID hit and we started to go virtual. And we have loved this virtual experience because we're able to connect with professionals from coast to coast and around the world on this format. We have had members in Michigan and Georgia and Arizona, and we've connected with professionals in the UK and the Netherlands, and it's just a wonderful experience. So we're going to keep it going. But my business is Spa Travel, which is a full service travel agency, and I am all about relaxed adventure. I endeavor to help my clients have an enjoyable, memorable travel experience. And as a certified travel agent, I want to take the stress off of the plates of my clients and help them just go out and enjoy. I have contacts with thousands of vendors across the United States and around the world. So whether you're interested in flights, domestic or international, cruises, group getaways, whatever, Spa Travel is here to help. I don't do last minute travel plans because I really love to take the time to get to know the travel needs of my clients and then build proposals that help meet their needs. So if you know of anybody who's interested and looking forward to travel, perhaps in 2024 or beyond, or needs some ideas or has questions about international travel, please feel free to let me know. Dawn Evans Casey, Spa Travel. Additionally, I am one of those who wear many hats. My husband and I have a genealogy nonprofit called Claiming Your Roots, and we work with multi-generational families from kids, teenagers, young adults, the tweener adults, and the seniors. And we help them all work together on building, researching, gathering their family history, documenting it in a wonderful keepsake type of a project, and then continue to build on it for years to come and have something valuable to share with future generations. So we both got into genealogy in the last, let's see, within the last 7 or 8 years, I guess. And we don't want families to miss out on the opportunity to engage with their elders, to use their skills to dig into the information and find their past, to make their own, understand where they came from, and feel that pride of their history. So that's what we love to share. And then even on top of that, I still don't have as many as you yet, Jay, but even on top of that, I, in the last couple of years, have worked with Nicole Williams, who is master blogger, and she encouraged me to turn one of my passions into a blog. So the result of that, I am a lifelong chocoholic, have loved chocolate from the first time it touched my lips. And now I write a blog that is on Facebook called Cheerful Chocolate Spirit, where I provide everything from recipes and pictures and quips about how I enjoy chocolate, and cartoons and stories about just chocolate and how much I love it, or even in its decadence, how you can enjoy it. I was diagnosed diabetic about 2.5 years ago and thought I was going to have to give it up. But thankfully, I have found very healthy ways to still be able to enjoy it and maintain my health. And I share that as well in my blog. So all of that to say, that is Dawn Evans Casey. I love the opportunity to kind of branch off of each of my endeavors, blend them together, and take advantage, and being able to use my knowledge and information and passions to help others. So if anybody has any questions for me, I would be happy to answer.
There I
No?
go again. Yep. Yes. Of course, I'm going to talk to you later. But the claiming your roots,
Yes.
super interested in that.
Okay, great.
Several other things you said too, but that one just is really tugging away at me.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I like that.
My husband and I absolutely love it. He got hooked on it first. He's a big history buff, so he loves digging in and doing the research. I love making the connections and traveling and go meeting new family members and gathering up the pictures, and together, as a team, it has just been extremely rewarding. So we love to share that with others.
Awesome. That's awesome.
So Dawn, what's your favorite kind of chocolate?
Ooh, my everyday favorite chocolate is Snickers. This time of year, my favorite chocolate is the Ghirardelli dark chocolate with the crushed peppermint in it. Absolutely love that for the holidays. And then there is a company out of Henderson, Nevada. Oh gosh, no.
Where's the box? Didn't you have the box?
Oh, well, yeah.
Did you? I was gonna say you didn't finish it.
Oh, I got it. Okay, so the Mars Candy Company that everybody's familiar with, peanut M&Ms and all that. Ethel Mars was the owner's mother, and she has a kind of upscale chocolate line called Ethel M Chocolates. And I go out to Vegas, to Henderson, Nevada, and they have my favorites actually. And look, I've been good. I have not eaten them all still, Nancy. I do have to ration myself. But I was telling Nancy before, because some of the chocolates have essence of alcohol in them, they won't ship them via mail from Nevada to Indiana. So I have to send by somebody or go out there myself and get my favorites. But I hope that answers your question. I am not a chocolate snob. I can pretty much devour anything chocolate. Oh, look at the cutie. All righty.
I have one quick question.
Yes.
What about the cake I sent home with you?
Oh man, you guys, that was awesome. Let me tell you about it. So I was
can't hear
with
it.
Deanna.
They're not working.
If we're past time and anybody needs to roll off, I completely understand. If you can hang on a little while longer, we'd love it. But Deanna gave me last Friday when I was visiting the sanctuary, she said she had a treat for me. She knows my chocolate chocoholism. And she brought out this little cup of a chocolate dessert. And it had been in the freezer. So I brought it home and I sat it on the counter and I guess let it defrost. But this was so delicious. It had a very soft, creamy inside. It had almost a texture on the outside that was kind of, I don't want to say crunchy, but it was like the edges of a brownie on the edge of the brownie pan. And oh my gosh,
That's what it's called. I
that's
told
one
you.
of those things I would not share with anybody. I devoured the whole bunch, and I'd love to have more if I can find out how to get some, Deanna. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I totally enjoyed it.
You're welcome.
So, Dawn,
Yes.
you're a travel agent.
Uh-huh.
How many people in your Facebook group?
I have no idea. I have 2 Facebook groups.
Well, for your chocolates.
Oh, for the chocolates?
Yeah.
Heck, I don't know.
Okay, well, look it up sometime. But there's your natural market, and you need to put together a tour for chocolates. And you're the tour person, and you line it up, and you find the chocolate places, and away you go.
Thank you. And yes, I am focusing on setting up the downtown Indianapolis has the chocolate place. Why does the name of it escape me right now? But
So many chocolates, so little time.
Oh, South Bend Chocolate Company.
it's not South Bend. I love that place too on the circle. Sochati. I think that's it. Yeah. So be looking out. There will be a group event on Cheerful Chocolate Spirit to Sochati. Hopefully before the end of the year. We'll check out the availability. But I love your idea, CB, and I know of other places as well that will that's a fabulous idea. Yeah.
Yep, you're the tour guide, and you can arrange it all.
Will do.
Ding, 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 ding.
All righty. Well, thanks again. It's 7:38 and there were just a couple of more things I wanted to share. This is Global Entrepreneurship Week. I don't know if you all were aware. And Global Entrepreneurship Week, GEW, is an international initiative that introduces entrepreneurship to young people in 6 different continents around the world. Now, we know there's only 7 continents, so we're pretty much covering the world. It emerged in 2008 as a result of Enterprise Week in the UK and Entrepreneurship Week USA. And since its creation, more than 10 million people from roughly 170 countries have participated in entrepreneurship-related events and activities and competitions during the GEW week. So I just wanted you to know, as entrepreneurs, it often feels like, wow, we're sailing our boat by ourselves, trying to make our business happen. But we are, among millions of people who are out there attempting to get their thing done. So Entrepreneurship Week is an excellent opportunity for us to reflect on our why in our business, Why are we here? Why are we doing what we do? How can we help others? How can we increase our give back to the world? Focus on what it is we want to achieve, especially now as we are pre-planning for 2024, and to think about what is it that we need. And it's okay to communicate and share that. The universe is just waiting for us to make an ask in often cases. So we just have to speak it. And then, as I often say, manifest it and let it come to us. So to manifest something means to make your dreams and goals and aspirations and reality a reality by believing that you can achieve them. And you've done the hard part. You've kicked it off. You've got it started. Now you realize that there is a community of people that want to watch you succeed and are willing to work with you and help you. And all you have to do is ask. So strongly believing that you can achieve your goals can help you focus your energy and actions towards them. Don't forget that. You can apply it to any area in your life, whether it's your career, family, friendships, relationships, finances, skills, travel, health, or home. So I wanted to be able to leave you all with that thought this week during Entrepreneurship Week, that we are all basically trying to accomplish the same things, and we can accomplish more when we work together. So I want to encourage you all to schedule those follow-up meetings, those one-on-ones. Let's get talking, let's get helping, and go forward and have a wonderfully productive rest of the week. We invite you all back for the same time next week to join us again and perhaps meet new and wonderful professionals and sharpen your sword and your elevator pitch and ask more questions. So from here, I want to say, take care. See you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you so much for this evening, Dawn.
You are
I want to be here on the next one.
Oh,
This was
yay.
fun.
Thank
It's
you
nice
so
to
much.
meet everyone.
Nice to meet y'all.
Take care, Macy, Rhonda, Jay, Deanna, Nicole. Yeah.
Thank you.